What's good, Fed family? It's your boy Vinny. If you've been looking to grow your Instagram account, then this is the video you've been waiting for.
I keep a heater on me like it's winter, cause I got too much to prove before I die. I just been focused on winning so much, I ain't see that the hater win and multiply.
In this video, I'll be breaking down how I got my account to 18K followers in less than a year. I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to choose your target audience, how to find similar creators for inspiration. I'm also going to talk to you guys about the Instagram vocabulary that you need to learn in order to do this. I'll also be giving you some tips on consistency, since that seems to be the problem for most people. Also, as a bonus tip, I will be teaching you guys how I monetize my account in only 2 months. So first, let's talk about target audience. The reason why your target audience is so important is because these are the people that are going to be watching your videos. So you're going to be making videos specifically for this group of people to be able to promote certain products or certain services. That way you can eventually get brand deals or be able to sell products that these viewers are most likely to purchase. The more concentrated your target audience and demographic is, you will have a higher likelihood of making the sale or selling a service to your audience. In most cases, people refer to this as a niche, although a lot of people are starting to step out of that because they say that it's inauthentic or it's not real or people are just copy and paste. I feel like it's still important to choose a small group of people that you want to sell things to and find out what videos they like to watch, because there are other people already doing this. And I firmly believe that if something is not broken, do not try to fix it, especially when you're getting your feet off the ground, because pioneers always make the most mistakes. So always look into what's already being done and what's succeeding. Repeat the process, add in your personality to give it your own twist on it. That's where you sell yourself and you make it different. You make it more authentic, not by trying to be the first one to do a new trend with only 100 followers, because you're most likely not going to succeed. Now let's talk about finding similar creators. So in my niche, I decided to target people like myself. I was looking for viewers that are 18 to 30 years old, listen to hip hop, rap music, like fashion, like sports, like traveling, pretty much my age group, mostly men, because I'm looking to sell men's clothing. I'm also looking to help men grow financially in fitness and pretty much give more value to people like myself in ways that I wish that I could have been helped when I started off my journey. With that being said, I thought about what kind of content they like to watch, and most of them were gravitating towards comedy, financial freedom, and motivation. In order for me to start finding the content that I wanted to make, I went ahead and found the highest performing videos, which were mostly viral memes. So I started off my journey just making memes. They're also the fastest videos to make. So I went ahead and started my Instagram by just making viral memes and growing my following that way. Now, this is where the similar creators are going to help you out, because you are not going to be the first one making your type of content. So what I had did was I went and I found creators who were already succeeding in that niche. I went and liked all of their videos that hit over 1 million views. That let me know that those videos were viral, and most likely they were going to go viral for myself. I copied the same caption. I copied the same hashtags. A lot of people are going to be against this because they're going to say it's inauthentic, and they're saying that it's copying other people's work. But in reality, most of these people are only copying other people anyways. So this is a good way to get your feet off the ground and start growing your Instagram account. Now, some pros and cons of this method. On the positive end, you're going to go viral within the first week. If you're copying other viral videos, those videos are going to get traction ASAP, because if you do everything right, these videos will start hitting millies within the first week. Some cons of that is because these videos are copied, you will get a little bit of backlash in the comments. And also, memes are the quickest way to get people's attention, but they're also the quickest way to lose people's attention, because people who normally watch memes are there for a quick laugh, instant gratification. They are not going to stick around for you to grow an account based off of memes. Normally, people who stick around are there for a journey or there to get some kind of repeated value. So what you want to do is you want to start making organic videos off the rip based off of the niche and the target audience that you ended up choosing. So you want to start implementing your voice. You want to start implementing activities of your day-to-day life. You want to start going live off the rip. I'm talking about within those first 100 followers, you should start doing that, because one thing that I noticed is that because I didn't do this as often, I didn't retain most of my audience, and a lot of these people only stick around just for the memes. They don't really know who I am. So one thing that I have to start doing now is go back and start winning them over, showing them my personality, becoming friends with a lot of these followers, and interacting with them more so that they can feel that we have more of a relationship and less of this is just a guy that I watch on Instagram feel. So now that we covered how you can use other creators to get yourself up and running and start growing your social media and retaining the followers that you get, let's talk about some Instagram vocabulary. So in order to stay competitive on social media, you want to be able to speak the language of social media. Some of those things are knowing the difference between reach, interactions, the difference between views, and then also learning the hierarchy of these interactions and finding out what the algorithm wants in order to push your content. So one of the reasons why you want to know this is because the more you know about this, you're going to be able to use this as a tool in order to go viral a lot more often. So a lot of people know that having too many pictures in the carousel is decreasing the likelihood of people going and scrolling through the end. And that's one thing that Instagram looks at when they want to push your content. Another thing is a lot of people don't know that pictures aren't being pushed as much as reels. So they don't know that they need to start switching off from pictures and going into just reels. And lastly, they don't know that the shorter the reel, the more viral or the more reach you'll end up getting off of it because of your watch time. Instagram wants to see people completing the video all the way to the end, if not watching it a second time before they end up pushing it to a higher percentage of your followers. So one of the words that you guys want to know is reach. Reach is pretty much how many accounts are going to be shown your content. It doesn't necessarily mean views. That is pretty much how many accounts are going to encounter that piece of content that you put out. Also, you guys want to learn interactions. Interactions are going to be your likes, your comments, your reposts, and your bookmarks. Every one of those has a different level of authority and power when it comes to Instagram. They want to see more bookmarks and reposts, less likes and comments. Although they're all really good, a like is probably going to be the least authoritative in that sense. But when people are bookmarking and reposting your video, you have a higher chance of going viral. Now let's talk about consistency. And this is where things are going to get a little truthful. 9 times out of 10, you are not going to be consistent in the first week. That's okay. What you should do is find a way to make yourself the content. Don't opt into vlogs or day in my lives or doing tutorials off the rip because you're not even comfortable being on camera. And that's why I always recommend to start with memes. These memes, you can make 5 memes in less than an hour. It really does not take a lot of time. It's going to allow you to post more consistently. And it's overall a easier form of content that you can start off with while getting comfortable with the camera. But definitely do not start off with long form. You're not going to stay, for most people, you're not going to be able to stay consistent. I'm speaking from experience. I just want to share that with you guys because I'm here to teach you guys what helped me so that you can be successful a lot faster than I did. Also, when you guys are practicing consistency, remember that everything you do in life is practicing consistency, practicing your discipline, practicing your focus, whether it's in the gym, whether it's at work, whether it's with meal prep, dieting. If you guys learn how to master consistency in one area in your life, you will be able to start fitting in more discipline and consistency in another area in your life. So that's just some advice that I want to give you guys so that you guys can start improving your journey or improving your life in any way. And these are some things that I use for myself to be able to live the lifestyle that I live and continue growing at the rate that I've been growing. All right, so for those that stuck around for the bonus advice on how to get monetized off your Instagram, I'm going to tell you guys The 3 ways that I am monetized right now, one is through Instagram bonuses on Reels. I get paid for the views. 2, I get paid through my clothing brand. And 3, I get paid for promotions. Within 2 months of having my account, I opened up my e-commerce store and I've been making sales 2 months in. Me being a hustler since I was a kid, my first instinct is to start making sales. As soon as I make friends, I'm telling them about my clothing brand, I'm telling them about my business, and I'm bringing in money off the rip, off of everybody that I meet, right? It's not me trying to take advantage of people. It's just an instinct that I have to be a salesman, to be a hustler. And that's something that I'm always use to my advantage. It's something that I recommend for everybody in this industry to learn, is how to be a salesman. Also, how to make friends, because people do not want to buy from strangers. They want to buy from their friends now. So one way that you can get monetized off the rip from week 1 is to find a product to sell, whether it's t-shirts, whether it's hats, whether it's reselling sneakers, or finding a service to sell. One of the easiest things that you could do is shirts. Start off with a Shopify store. If that's too hard, go on Teespring and do print on demand. That is an easy way to get yourself off the ground. Make a small amount of profit without having to open up a website or having to restock on anything that you might not be able to do right now. But you need to stay disciplined with your income in order to grow that to the level that you want to grow. All right, family. So that's it for how to grow your Instagram following. If I run into any more tips, I'll try to make a part 2 to this video. Or if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments and I'll make another video about this. But for now, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.